Hey guys! It's been a while, hasn't it? What do you mean? Why do you look so confused? I've always looked like this. Since the beginning, don't you remember? You guys are crazy. So I'm gonna be real. Originally, I was just going to review the Mario Wonder DLC out of obligation and then go back into hiding for the rest of my degree. But I got some things to say about this movie. Oh boy. Before we start, I should mention that the visuals here are going to be a little weird just because I'm trying not to get copyright claimed. I've heard Universal can be pretty trigger happy, so I'm going to make the resolution of the trailer footage really messed up and hope that is good enough. I was going to make some joke like, that certainly was a Mario Galaxy movie, but I don't even think it was that. Like, my expectations were going low, but dang, this movie sucks. Let's start with the positives, why don't we? That's probably good when I'm going to be trashing on the movie for the next 8 minutes. First of all, this movie is gorgeous. Fluid expression animation, eye-popping colors, and most of all, incredible fight choreography. The action scenes are exhilarating and keep you on the edge of your seat. Also, plenty of great references. There's this part in the beginning of the movie when Rosalina has the Dark Prognosticus from Super Paper Mario on her bookshelf, and I popped off in the theater. Although I will note I was much less receptive to the references this time. Like when I was in high school, I was like, look, it's Punch-Out! But now I'm just like, oh cool, Mario's playing Excite Bike. Yippee. I think it's because I knew to expect them, and because I'm not in high school anymore. The highlight of this movie is probably the soundtrack. It seems like Illumination actually listened to the fans who were upset with the absurd amount of licensed music in the first one, so there are like, no licensed tracks here. Brian Tyler's brilliant incorporations of Mario motifs shine through, especially now that it's Super Mario Galaxy music, which every gamer knows is one of the most beautiful video game soundtracks ever created. It was great hearing Galaxy music on the big screen. Big props to Illumination for not using I Need a Hero a billion times again. You did good. Okay, well, the positives are over. It's time to start trashing. So, earlier you remember I praised the action scenes and the references. Those are good, I'm not about to backpedal on what I said, but that's literally all there is to this movie. There's no actual substance here, it's just one action scene to the next to the next. What's weird is that the movie sets up a lot of arcs only to do nothing with them. Mario is in love with the Peach at the beginning, but it's never explored. Although Mario going in for a handshake when Peach wants a hug because he's too socially anxious around Peach to think that she would want to hug him is so real, I have to say. Bowser almost gets a redemption arc where he starts to see the bros as friends, but Bowser Jr. just talks him out of it halfway through the movie, and that's that. Okay. The most we get is Peach wants to know something about her past, and then she finds it. That's it. The original Mario movie had these problems too, but at least then you had a couple of breather moments. An essential theme of Mario is a disappointment to his dad and feels terrible about it, but by the end he's able to prove his worth by saving the city. But here you get none of that. And you may be saying, well, what's the big deal? That's the plot of most Mario games. But A, these are completely different mediums, and Mario games make up for the story with great gameplay, which obviously doesn't exist here. And B, Mario Galaxy is the one game that has a story. There's a great video essay that came out recently that articulates this better than I ever could. But Mario Galaxy is an atmospheric game about loneliness, and is able to capture that vibe in a way never really seen since. Rosalina's backstory in the game is similarly in-depth, with themes of grief and loss, but also healing and found family. I know I stole that terminology from the video, but again, he articulated it better than I ever could. If you compare that to this movie where Rosalina appears for 4 minutes at the beginning of the movie, immediately gets captured by Bowser Jr., and is in a cage off screen for the entire film. You know, I never mentioned this in my Mario Galaxy review, but Rosalina is my favorite character in the franchise. It's never been more over than it is right now. I don't know why Illumination keeps doing this. The first movie did it to Luigi too. But you literally have a character whose entire point is to be kidnapped. She's right there! And you're clearly not doing it to make a woman seem strong and independent, because Rosalina's whole thing is being strong and independent, and you chose her as the damsel? It's like Illumination is picking the absolute most interesting characters possible to lock away and give no screen time. At least with Luigi, it was like, gee, it sucks he wasn't in this one. But he's Luigi, so there's no doubt he'll have a major role in the next one. Rosalina is not part of the main cast, and will probably be reduced to cameos from here on out. I mean, all Donkey Kong got in this movie was a single cameo, so there's no way Rosalina is in a major spotlight in the next movie. This was likely her one chance to get a spotlight on the big screen. I will never forgive them for this. I mean, think of what we could have had here. Mario looking out at the stars, and an infinite void separating him and Peach. Luigi becoming much braver after being exposed to the harsh, deep nothingness. Yoshi actually doing something. Rosalina and Fox having a heart-to-heart about their dead parents. We could have had something special. Never forget what could have been. Oh yeah, Fox McCloud is a major character in this movie. Apparently I'm supposed to be mad at him for stealing Rosalina's screen time, but the guy was actually the best character in this movie, I can't lie. You know it's bad when the best character isn't even a Mario character. Well, that was the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That pretty much sums up my thoughts. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoyed myself watching this. As I said, the action sequences were exhilarating, and I wasn't immune to the references. Besides the previously mentioned Dark Prognosticus, I laughed when they used Rob's canonical slowness as a way to throw shade at those stupid AI phone bots, or when Bowser got hit with a hammer by Mr. Game & Watch. That was pretty cool. But hype moments in Aura can only get you so far on their own. The movie was like a sugar rush, except the sugar crash is not a mild tiredness, but a deep sadness the likes of which I've only felt when they found out they cancelled a sequel to Crash 4 that took inspiration from Psychonauts. That would have been the best game ever made. That's probably just because I'm a huge Rosalina fan though. If you're not, you can probably see this as a huge Nintendo fan and walk away in good spirits. You'll probably think it's just okay. Only see this if you're a huge Nintendo fan and can appreciate most of the references. Otherwise, just skip this one. At least the Sonic movies are good. It's crazy that the movies about the fastest thing alive actually know how to slow down more than the competition. What a wild world we live in. Hey, thanks for watching to the end. I'm trying something new here, as you can tell. So if there's any way that you can think this can be improved, or you think this just doesn't work that well, please let me know in the comments. This is not just engagement bait. I genuinely appreciate your feedback, and it helps a lot, but I never get it. So, yeah, please let me know your thoughts. Just want to make something else clear. I'm not, like, back yet. The YouTube content machine is still terrible for my mental health, and just, you know, constantly need to be making a new video, otherwise I feel bad when I'm just relaxing or something. It's not good. And also, I still have a ton of schoolwork. I'll probably just do the Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition review, and then dip again, maybe. Unless the VTuber actually works out really well, and I get, like, 1 million views on this, in which case, I guess I'm just locked in now. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and, subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll be releasing that, Switch 2 Edition review soon. Okay. Bye!